Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. This wonderfully American holiday where we eat too much, watch football, spend time with family. We don't want to see the rest of the year and talk about anything but important topics like politics and religion. Believe you me, most of my family thinks I'm a used car salesman. It's not too far from the truth. But today we take a moment to reflect on gratitude. Take time to think of what it means to be a person who is grateful. And it could be simple. I could be out of here in 2 seconds saying it means saying thank you to others. We learned it in pre-K. When somebody gives us something, we say thanks. We hear it in the gospel today. The 10 lepers, one remembers to say thank you. He's the good one. That's what today is all about. But I think there's a bit more depth, especially to today's gospel, in realizing what it means to be a person of gratitude. How gratitude is something that changes our lives radically. Because what happens in this story, I like to think there's a bit more to the story. We have these 9 lepers who experience this great illness, and I can imagine them being angry with God, saying, why am I afflicted with this? Why am I suffering? Why do I experience this? Why has God stricken me in this way? And now that they're healed, they say, okay, I've gotten something that was owed to me. I was meant to be healthy. I should be healthy like everybody else. Why should I need to thank anyone? And on the other hand, we have the one leper who maybe in his heart had come to terms with his illness. I don't know why I'm ill. I don't know why I'm suffering, but in this is God's will for me. As Job said, God giveth, God taketh away. For whatever reason, God has afflicted me with this illness, and it's my job to see it in all that I do. And once he's healed, he realizes what a gift he's been given. This wasn't owed to him, but he's received it. Of course, that's the story of all of our lives. We too are lepers. All of us are born with original sin. All of us are born broken. And Christ is that undeserved gift of healing. Christ's death on the cross, God gave his only Son so that we could be healed and find new life. How can we not weep in gratitude each day for that great gift, something that transforms our lives? And it's something that should transform our attitude in all that we do. Because when we're grateful for that gift, we realize we're broken in so many other ways. Each of us has parts of ourselves that we don't like, parts of ourselves that we resent, parts of ourselves that we wish we were different. Each of us has endured suffering and pain and loss. We can so easily question, why would God do this to us? But if we recognize that everything is a gift from God, we have this great peace. Well, and this is God's will for me. And here I will find holiness. Whatever good God gives me, well, that is the gift I'm meant to rejoice in. More than that, we can see in our world how many experience so much sadness because they take for granted all that they have. They think, I'm owed these things. We have so much control over our lives that we try to make things the way they're meant, we want them to be. And if not, we grow angry and dissatisfied. With this attitude, we realize we depend for everything on God. What a great gift through that suffering and loss and limitation that we realize we're not in control, that God gives us all that we have, and we have him to thank. We should thank him for all that we have. And so that's, of course, what we do here at Mass, in the Eucharist, which literally means thanksgiving. We come here to give thanks to God, above all for the gift of his Son on the cross. We take a moment to thank him for the gift of our family, of our friends, of the food we share, of the air we breathe, of our ability to walk and talk and love. Maybe we come here today, and especially when we thank God for the gift of those crosses we bear, those limitations we have, those losses we've experienced. As much as we know they're not what we desire, they've cost us pain. They've taught us that we need God, that he is the one that we build our lives upon. We thank him for the gift of those crosses, knowing they'll be our path to eternal life.